Hey trainers, welcome into the stream. This is Alakaham, and I am going to be playing through some Go Battle League videos. I think that I only have 2 sets left for the day, but I'm going to play both of them here, and one of them is going to be in Master League Classic, and the other is probably going to be in the Element Cup. I don't really have, I think, key meta players for the Element Cup, so I'm likely to do better in the Master League Classic, but we'll see. These are the Pokemon that I have to potentially use in the Element Cup, so it's looking like Ducklett, Growlithe, and the little lizard, Treecko, are going to be the best options so far here. The Shadows don't have... So it's cool to have Shadow Pokemon, but then they don't have attacks besides Frustration right now. So that's kind of difficult. So if I play in the Element Cup, it's probably going to be Treecko, Growlithe, and Ducklett. And Ducklett is going to be the player to look out for, right? So the last time there was a Little Cup where you had players that were under 500 CP, just like in the Element Cup, there was a major meta, and that major meta player was Bronzong, and this time it's Ducklett. Ducklett has really good matchups against almost everything. So I'm a little nervous about that one. I'm going to try Master League Classic first. And the team that I've really been working hard on is this Mewtwo, Yveltal, Mamoswine. I don't know if it's going to work out or not, but I've been thinking about it and hoping that it's going to do well. So we'll try this first. I did run this team against Beeville in the first round of the Summer Ham tourney that I am hosting. So if you haven't checked out that video, I did post round 1, which is me against Beeville, earlier today, and it's on both my Facebook group and my YouTube channel, and I hope that you'll go watch those battles. They're pretty fun. Okay, let's see if I can actually get into Go Battle League. Master League Classic. Okay, here we go. I thought maybe everybody's playing the Little Cup, you know? Okay, Giratina Origin. We're gonna swap into Mamoswine. And we pulled a Heatran. Hopefully they let the Bulldoze go through. If we can win Switch, then that means we can line up Yveltal. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Perfect. Yes, and back comes the Giratina. Actually, I'm going to shield once because I think I can get to Avalanche before they get to another move, and Avalanche will one-shot. So they have to shield here or lose the Giratina. Okay, we did get the shield. And I'm just going to keep farming. Okay. And this is good. We're getting them to throw their energy, and now we can line them up with Yveltal. And Yveltal does not care about any of the attacks that Giratina can throw at it. All right, and here comes the Togekiss. Togekiss is going to destroy Yveltal, so we really need to be able to beat Togekiss with Mewtwo. But I think we should be able to. I think we get to 3 Psystrikes before we go down. The only really bad thing would be if they use Ancient Power and get the boost from Ancient Power, but we'll see. Okay, good. Big chunk of damage with Psystrike. They're probably going to get to a charge move. I really need to be able to feint out the Togekiss with Mewtwo. They did not get the boost. Good. And we get to Psystrike. I need to beat Togekiss with Mewtwo because Yveltal is going to dominate the matchup against Giratina Origin. So they can hit us with Shadow Ball, and it's no big deal. We can definitely tank a Shadow Ball, and I have a Dark Pulse loaded. Yeah, no problem. Yveltal is going to crush this Giratina. Yes, okay, so I just won my first Master League battle of the season, and I'm really happy that the team worked out. It might lose every battle from here on out, but I'm going to be so happy that it won that first battle. I really do need to power up the Mamoswine so that it has some more health. It needs to be a higher CP for sure, but I think it's a really good safe swap in a lot of situations. Okay, Mewtwo into Chandelure. This is an okay matchup. I think it takes 3 Incinerates to get to Shadow Ball, so we can get to Shadow Ball faster. Then if they throw... Ooh. Well, this is actually not great for us. Yveltal is going to take a lot of damage from waterfall attacks, but it's much better to have the Yveltal come across Gyarados than Mamoswine. Mamoswine would have a terrible time here. Hopefully they decide to let this go. But I know that Yveltal is going to be very strong against Chandelure. Oh, yeah, they let it go. Perfect. That Gyarados was going to be a problem for a lot of members of my team. Okay, so Mamoswine is going to have a fairly good matchup here, even though it's taking... Mamoswine is so glassy. It charges fast, but it can get tanked real quick. Okay, they blocked there. I'm going to have to block this because Mamoswine is the kind of win condition against what's it called? The Togekiss. Actually, Mewtwo could probably finish off the Togekiss at this point, so maybe I shouldn't have shielded the Mamoswine. I don't know. Regardless, I did what I did, and we just destroyed that Chandelure with Shadow Ball. I don't think there are any moves on Togekiss that are going to finish off the Mewtwo, but we'll see. No, yeah, they're just going for the boost, which they did not get. But now we are in the bad spot of being within farm down range. Okay, but the Psystrike was enough to finish off the Togekiss. Perfect. Yeah, so this is my first season using Yveltal, obviously, because it just came out a few weeks ago. But it's my first season using Mamoswine in the Master League as well. And I really like the idea of bringing in Mamoswine because, of course, Ice-type attacks are going to cover your flying types, including Togekiss and Dragonite, things like that. But then it can also learn Bulldoze, which is going to be pretty good against Steel types. So all 3 of my Pokemon have some play against Steel types like Dialga, but none of them are super strong against it in terms of the fast moves. So I'm going to use Shadow Ball, take that shield, make an aggressive swap into Yveltal. I will shield here. Iron Head will be pretty damaging to Yveltal, but we can definitely counter that next shield. And unfortunately, they have a Togekiss in the back. I'm going to go ahead and go for Focus Blast here, just because it's going to do more than Dark Pulse, even though it's still resisted. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So what we want to happen here is to be able to get some farm down. Wow, that charged up pretty fast. If we could farm down, that would be great, because one Bulldoze will definitely defeat the Dialga. Oh, they let it go. Oh, and it is a Conkeldurr. Very nice. We'll see if we can get that shield. And we do, making an aggressive swap into Mewtwo. Here comes the Dialga. Shadow Ball does not quite do it, so I expect that we will get fainted out. And I wish we had chipped just a little more damage, because I think Dialga is going to resist these Powder Snows, so I expect this is probably a GG at this point. Yeah, they're going to farm us down much faster because we have 1,000 less CP. But I think one Avalanche would have beat the Conkeldurr. So that's okay, can't win them all. Team still performed pretty well. It's not like we were just absolutely destroyed in that match. 2 or 3 more Powder Snows, we would have farmed down the Dialga, and we would have had the energy to beat Conkeldurr. Alright, Mewtwo on the lead into Dialga once again. So we'll see whether or not there are people who are just running a common line, because I'm going to use the same strategy and make an aggressive swap into Yveltal. I need to shield the Iron Head. Oh, Thunder. Wow, wow, wow. And they're not swapping out, even though they threw their energy. So, yeah, we'll go for Focus Blast. Please don't shield. That would be hilarious to see a Dialga get Focus Blasted. Oh, man. Okay. Well, Heatran is also going to struggle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up to a Focus Blast. We're going to go for Dark Pulse. Oh, into the Giratina. That is beautiful. Okay, and I have two Dark Pulses ready to go. Got the shield. Gonna swap and make an aggressive swap into Mamoswine. It's probably going to go down, but that is a-okay by me, because we saved the Yveltal and we can come back in. And oh, and it doesn't KO, so we do get to the Avalanche, which is amazing. Oh boy. Alright, and here comes Heatran. Mewtwo has a little bit better health, and it can probably tank an Iron Head a little bit better. So I'm going to come in with Mewtwo, and if it faints out, it faints out. Yeah. Ooh, but we did not have as much energy on Yveltal as I thought we did, so this Dark Pulse is our only hope. I don't think it's enough to KO. I should have gone for Psystrike instead of trying to build up to Shadow Ball. Oh, man. That was completely my fault. I definitely should have won that battle. Should have had that in the bag. If I would have just used Psystrike on Mewtwo, Instead of trying to build to Shadow Ball, we would have easily won that. But I thought there was more energy on Yveltal than there was. I thought that we were closer to Focus Blast. So that's just unfortunate energy management on my part. Okay, into a Garchomp. And Garchomp's pretty serious. It's going to charge really fast. Mewtwo is still a bit faster, but Garchomp hits hard. Something like Outrage is going to hit harder than Psystrike. Okay, and they swap into their own Mewtwo. It is a Shadow Mewtwo, and I'm going to try and catch on Yveltal. They were charging for a long time. I don't know what they were charging to, but unless they have Ice Beam, this is not going to be a big deal. Yep, see, that was a Shadow Psystrike. A Shadow Psystrike. Yveltal does not care. Shadow Ball, yep. Okay, I wanted to build up to a couple of moves here in case they decide to just let the Mewtwo go. We will have energy stored, and they do decide to let the Shadow Mewtwo go. What's gonna come in? It is a Dragonite, which is fine by me because Dark Pulse will do neutral, I believe, and we did get the shield there. And now we can come in with Mamoswine and start really farming away. But, I mean, those Dragon Tails are no joke. The Dragon Tail attack coming out of the Dragonite there is doing as much as my super effective Powdered Snows. So we might actually lose this matchup, but I do have loaded energy on Mewtwo. I don't know if we can farm down or not. I'm gonna shield. Oh man. And they make an aggressive swap into the Garchomp. I'm about to catch Garchomp's hands. This is not good. Outrage. Woo! Oh boy. Okay. Made it to Psystrike. It's gonna be very bad if we get farmed down, but it's very low, so that's fine. And I think we are at an Avalanche. Okay, the game completely lagged up. But yeah, we are at an Avalanche. So that's going to be GG. This will be taking out the Dragonite. All right. I've got to say, I'm pretty happy with that as a first run through of Master League Classic this season. Got a nice Toxicroak reward here. I'm hoping maybe we can get some XL candy. For those who may not know this yet, this past week, actually 2 days ago, I finally made it to level 40, so I can start collecting XL candy from Pokemon like Toxicroak now, so I'm really hoping that I get some from this cache. Okay, yeah, so we did get one. That's pretty good. And I'll go ahead and transfer, and we'll claim rank rewards. Helped us out a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. And 8,000 Stardust is a pretty good reward there. All right, and I'm gonna catch some Tangela when I can, because I do have a Shadow Tangrowth that I'm working on building. Also, if there's anyone else out there who's been trying to grind their way up to level 40, there is a 3 times catch XP bonus going on right now. If you go out and make some excellent throws, that's going to make an enormous difference in your XP. You're going to level up very quickly. Okay, I also need a second Talonflame to potentially boost up to the Ultra League, being that I have access to XL Candy now. So I need to catch a good Fletchling. I should have plenty of Fletchling Candy. Yeah, I just need to catch one with good IVs. And that is not the one. Okay, so I'm going to try the Element Cup. No promises that I'm going to be any good at the Element Cup. This is going to be pretty costly. Bulbasaur is supposed to be really good in the Element Cup, but it's going to be at least 30,000. Stardust. Yeah, so we'll just try the 3 that are already built. Okay, Element Cup, and yeah, I'll just go with the recommended Battle Party. Those are by far the best potential Element Cup players that I have anyway, so. This is an ABC team, so I don't know how that's going to go. But this is a good lead, and they immediately switch into Slowpoke. And it is a Shadow, so it is doing massive damage. It will almost certainly shield this because they are destroying me, and that Slowpoke is going to be a problem. Okay, so we're going to come in with the Ducklett. They have already used a shield, so I will use one as well. My word, Shadow Confusions are horrifying for Pokemon that are under 500 CP. This is not how I wanted to start my time in the Element Cup, I will tell you that. But we are absolutely stacked on this Ducklett, so Bulbasaur is still not going to have a great time in this matchup because flying type attacks will be super effective, and I'm going to make an aggressive swap into the Growlithe. Growlithe is going to be resisting the fast moves from Vulpix, which is great, and I have Body Slam. Oh, that's a shiny Vulpix. That's very cool. I like that. Okay, yeah, so we're going to get fainted out probably because Growlithe is crazy glassy. And as long as they don't get to another charge move, we're probably doing okay. So we can feint them out with the Wing Attack, and then Aerial Ace is super effective against Bulbasaur. So I do expect this to close the game, but we will see. And there it is. Hopefully that wasn't just a fluke, and we can actually maybe win some other games too. I think the Element Cup is going to be really hard. But that person didn't have a Ducklett, so that is a bummer for them because Ducklett is the GOAT. Ducklett has a good matchup against everything that can appear in this cup except for Chinchou. Okay, Trico on the lead into Slowpoke. So not bad, but this is a normal Slowpoke instead of a Shadow Slowpoke. And apparently this trainer's game is lagging. Okay, yeah, so that still does a lot of damage. Also, Ducklett's going to take neutral damage from Frenzy Plant. Okay, so I'll switch into my Ducklet. And they are building all the way up to threaten Brave Bird. This certainly could be Brave Bird on the first one, so I will go ahead and expend a shield, and it is just an aerial ace. They probably have enough for another aerial ace now. But they didn't throw immediately, which tells me they are probably building up to Brave Bird, also because they threw the shield. So I will throw the shield as well. You do not want to get hit with the Brave Bird under any circumstances. Okay, so it's an aerial ace, and they're just trying to spare themselves a bit there. Oh, Shelter, that's an interesting choice. We did have some loaded energy on Trico, so that's helpful. We'll see what they come back in with, and it is the Slowpoke. I'm gonna go with the Ducklet because I have a loaded aerial ace. They are very low, so I'm just hoping that the Growlithe can farm down. And it can! That's great! Well, that trainer did a good job of forcing me to use my shields, or influencing me to use my shields, and threatening that potential Brave Bird. Okay, we're gonna go again. So we've got Growlithe into Ducklet. This is not an amazing matchup because they could have Bubble Beam, but it could also be a lot worse. So they are resisting the Growlithe's fast move, but I specifically chose Body Slam for the charge move because it's going to be neutral against pretty much everything, right? And it does take them longer to get to Aerial Ace or Brave Bird, either one, than it takes for me to get to Body Slam. So I've taken both shields. I was going to try and swap out, but I will block here. And it's an Aerial Ace. They probably have two loaded, so I'll make an aggressive swap into my own Ducklet. Just praying it's not Brave Bird, that I actually caught them on Aerial Ace, which I did, so that's nice. And they switched into Snivy. Snivy is okay against Ducklet because it can do neutral damage, but it's also going to take super effective damage from flying type moves. And they are out of shields, so this Aerial Ace is going to be taking out the Snivy. And in comes their Ducklet once again. And I'm going to reach an Aerial Ace. I thought they had more energy than I did, so I'm not sure why they didn't throw, but maybe I... Oh yeah, I won CMP Tide, that's why. Okay, so they have a Quick Attack Vulpix, so... I'm going to tank this. Gonna build up a little energy. Oh, that is not going to work. Okay, well, we're probably about to get one shot by a Weather Ball here. Should not have come back in with the Growlithe. Should have just used that shield for Trico, because even resisting those attacks, Growlithe is not going to get to Body Slam. I really thought Body Slam was going to come in clutch there, but I guess I misplayed that. Okay, gonna go with another Growlithe lead here. And we come into a Ducklet, so same matchup as last time. probably an aerial ace, but even if it's something else like Bubble Beam, yeah, definitely don't want to take a Bubble Beam. And now we've been debuffed, so... I don't want to use 2 shields yet, so I'll just hope it's not Brave Bird. Yeah, it's Bubble Beam. And they swap into Slowpoke. And Slowpoke is pretty tanky. We need to start working on getting those shields. This aerial ace, I expect that they'll block because we would get them very low, if not win the game with that one. Okay, gonna come in and run the Body Slam. Hopefully taking that last shield, and the hope will be that Treecko can sweep end game. Yeah, Water Pulse. So Treecko's kind of glassy, so it's risky. But I saved that shield. Yeah, they're thinking about it. What do they want to do? Okay, so they have a Cottonee, and even those resisted... Oh boy. Resisted Leaf Blades are doing a lot of damage. Yeah, so this person's gonna just win on bulk, right? Because I had to use 2 aerial aces to beat the Cottonee. So I should have just used that shield before. Okay, 2 for 2. I told you the Element Cup was going to be rough. Okay, Growlithe into Chinchou. This is not good, like, really at all. That's going to be a water move. Yep. So I'm going to go for Body Slam, and then I am going to hope to catch another Bubble Beam on Treecko. Okay, and I waited too long to swap. We can do neutral with this aerial ace. Oh my. Okay. Gonna start working up energy on Ducklet. Oh, that was a bad idea. Because I thought our switch clock was up, and it is not. So I was thinking I could farm on Ducklet and then immediately switch into... Oh, do they only have Bubble Beam? Wow. Yeah, I was thinking that we could switch into Growlithe immediately, so that was kind of my intended play there. But wow, they are hanging on to that shield for dear life. I mean, my word, what do they have in the back? Oh, a Clauncher. Well, that's GG for me. Rock Throw is going to annihilate both Ducklet and Growlithe. So that was that was a good strategy. Oh man. That's hilarious. Yeah, anything with Rock Throw is going to be pretty strong in that meta, so... Alright. Well, as I said, Element Cup is going to be kind of rough. but I am extremely happy with how the Master League team performed. And I have some other Master League teams that I can share with folks as well. And if you want a preview of any of those teams, again, you can check out the first round of the Summer Ham tournament, which is where I am playing another member of my Facebook community, Beeville, in the Master League. We were doing some battles together last night. I posted that video on Facebook and on YouTube this morning, so definitely go check out the Summer Ham tournament round 1 and keep your eyes out for round 2 coming up very soon. Well, I hope you had fun watching my first battles of the season in both the Master League Classic and the Element Cup, and I will talk to you next time, trainers.